Thank you to our band and band director, Mr. Klotzel. Good morning, everybody. Welcome. We are Kim Decatrell
and Drew Stewart, and we are the co-principals of Beverly Hills High School. On behalf of the faculty and staff at Beverly Hills High School, welcome to the graduation ceremony for the class of 2023. I am now so honored to introduce to you the class of 2023 president, Amelia Teschner.
Good morning, class of 2023, and good morning, proud parents, distinguished faculty, and special guests. My name is Amelia Teschner, and on behalf of my classmates, it is my honor to welcome you to the class of 2023 graduation ceremony. Please stand and join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. The flag can be seen on the right behind me. Put your hand over your heart. Ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please be seated.
Thank you so much, Amelia. Today, we celebrate a wonderful group of young adults who have left their mark on Beverly Hills High School. As scholars, athletes, artists, and humanitarians who have served their community. Parents, family, and friends, you have nurtured these young people from infancy to the brink of adulthood. Like you, we wonder how time could have moved so fast. In the years that we have been with this group, we have watched them change so much. Each graduate has a personal story of how they got here today. We can all learn from their stories as they continually reinvent themselves along a path of self-determination. This morning, one journey ends. Tomorrow morning, a new journey begins. Today, however, we, as a community, pause to honor you, the class of 2023.
Beverly Hills High School is fortunate to have the support of the entire community. Graduates, there are many in our community who believe in you and advocate on your behalf. We have several special guests who are here to honor you for your hard work, dedication, and commitment. Please know that your success also comes from what they have done for you, your school, and our community. Our honored guests are personally invested in you. For our guests, being here is affirmation that their efforts on your behalf have been worth it. They are here to share this graduation with you and to wish you all the best as you leave us. Today, you celebrate this rite of passage. Please know that, like you, they too celebrate. Please join me in welcoming our honored guests, Superintendent Dr. Michael Breggy, board members, President Noah Margot, Vice President Dr. Amanda Stern, board member Rochelle Marcus, board member Judy Manicherry, board member Mary Wells. And our district administration, Assistant Superintendent of Business Services, Rafael Guzman. Assistant Superintendent of Student Services, Laura Collins-Williams. Assistant Superintendent of Education Services, Dustin Seaman. Assistant Superintendent of Personnel Services, Matt Horvath. Executive Director of Technology Services, Sandy Sosi. To proceed with today's ceremony, please welcome to the podium ASB President Ashley Jarabchi.
Good morning. I wanted to start off with an inspirational quote from the famous poet Onika Minaj. Forget the haters, just get your money. My name is Ashley Jarabchi, and I'm the Beverly Hills High School Student Body President. I am proud to stand in front of you all today to represent the class of 2023. I would like to thank all of the staff, teachers, and parents for being here today, as it marks the day where we turn a page and begin the next chapter of our lives. Becoming ASB president, I knew that I wanted to make a difference at Beverly Hills High School. Along with working hard, I knew that I wanted to have a good time and make events where not only our class, but the entire school could have fun and create memorable high school experiences. As I look back, it has been such a long journey with ups and downs that we all went through to get here today. From finding a way to host a homecoming dance with 700 students who wanted a ticket, to creating a senior year to remember with highlights like senior tie-dye, homecoming, color wars, the senior versus staff dodgeball game, and senior sunset, where I know some of you cried because you're moving to a new state and others cried with me because we're going to SMC. All of these events united us as a class and have led us to this very moment. Today, June 2nd, 2022, marks the final page of our high school chapter and signifies the beginning of a brand new chapter with many adventures to come. I've made a decision to carry a few of the things I've learned over the past 4 years onto the next stage of my life. The most important one being to keep a positive mindset. Beverly's motto is to make today well lived, and I hope all of you carry this motto with you as you continue your life in the future. I once heard, if you're thinking about your past, you're depressed. If you're thinking about the future, you're anxious. Only in the present can you find true happiness. Those are important words to live by. This moment is all that we have. Now, before I end my speech, let's not forget to take a selfie because it's what we do and who we are. Everyone say cheese. Normans, it has been an honor to represent you. Congratulations, and here's to the future. Let's do this!
Thank you so much, Ashley. I am now privileged to introduce to you the president of the BHUSD Board of Education, Mr. Noah Margot.
Well, teleprompter's off, but that's okay. Good morning. Bonjour, guten Morgen, buenos dias, shalom, buongiorno, or as you all like to say, eh. Okay, so when this does happen, we may get one, but I am very excited because this morning we have an unprecedented 3 of my former board colleagues who all have their children or grandchildren graduating on the same day. So for their service to our community, I would like to recognize the Honorable Mel Spitz, the Honorable Dr. Brian Goldberg, and the Honorable Tristan Walker-Schumann. I also get the privilege of recognizing some of our incredible faculty and staff that are exiting their Norman life for a perhaps normal life. Maybe you've had them, or maybe you've just heard of them. I know 3 of my children, along with thousands of others, have benefited from their passion, their guidance, and their work ethic. So it is my pleasure to honor Julie Goller, Joni Garrett, Karen Moses, Janice Hart, Rolando Ramirez, and Amado Urizar. Thank you all for your years of dedication to our students. You know, when I'm asked to speak at graduations, I really struggle to come up with some inspirational words. So I try to put myself in your position, sitting there in anticipation, wondering when the gray-haired guy is going to exit stage left. At least that's what Emily and Sydney are thinking. Anyway, there you all are, sitting there among your classmates, some of which you haven't seen all year, some of which many of you never even met. Actually, if that's the case, let me introduce you to a few, and feel free to cheer for yourselves. This is, after all, a celebration. So seniors, meet the athletes. Athletes, meet band and dance and choir, and my fellow thespians, who are the mean girls that are anything but mean. There are the visual artists, Acadeka. We have our future scientists and doctors. There's the Distributive Education Club of America. Oh, that's what DECA means. We have more torque, culinary, fashion, peer counseling, all of our amazing clubs, ASB, and finally, everyone, there's Ari Goldberg. You know, Ari, your father wanted me to humble you a bit, so your university, still not an Ivy. So back to my quest to inspire you all. Regardless of the incredible achievements that brought you to this day, and contrary to what a proud relative may have once told you, you are not great. Not yet. And don't let the cords or the pins or those college dioramas on the top of your heads fool you. You are all about to hit life's first reset button. Maybe you were great at math or volleyball or band, but you are not great. Muhammad Ali, Catherine, Alexander, Peter, and not the hashtag prom king, hashtag Char's other half one. They were all supposedly great. Great Expectations is a very good book, but not everyone has it on their shelves. The Beatles were a great band, but you can always find someone who loves the Stones. Star Wars is great science fiction, and then logically, some would argue Star Trek. But you, and I mean each of you, can be great. You could be a great anything because history gets to make that call. Not us up here, not your parents, and not your peers. They decide if you're a great student or a great child or even a great friend. But the future, that most fickle of fortune tellers, will decide if you are truly great. You will all leave here today as BHHS alumni. You will join an almost century worth of fellow graduates who have gone on to do great things, but were not great. And why? Because once you admit that you are great, you stop trying to be. And it is in the trying that great things happen, that we go to the moon, that we fight for equality, that we cure polio. These are what trying brought us. But we haven't stopped. We aim for Mars. We aim to put a woman in the White House. And we aim to cure cancer. In other words, we keep trying. The diploma that we hand you today is your invitation to do just that, to keep trying. So wherever you wind up this fall, or in 4 years, or in a decade, please keep trying to be great. Congratulations, Beverly Hills High School, class of 2023.
Thank you, President Margot. That was unconventional. Please welcome Mr. Klotzel and the combined band as they perform Gonna Fly Now and Eye of the Tiger. Thank you, Combined Band, Mr. Klotzel. That I'm inspired, always inspired by your playing and that song. Next, I'd like to welcome Alexandra Bakshian from the class of 2023.
Dear fellow graduates, esteemed faculty, and honored guests, it's with great pleasure and honor that I stand before you today representing the graduating class of 2023. Thank you to everyone here for supporting us. Thank you to our families, friends, teachers, and principals. These past 4 years have been filled with truly formative experiences. In reflecting on my time here at Beverly, my memory keeps returning to a late night of studying for biology in 10th grade. But rather than remembering the facts in my textbook, I recount realizing that I could go to sleep if I wanted to. Nobody else in the house was awake, my friends were asleep, so my success on the test was up to me. This was a pivotal moment when I truly took ownership of my future. I realized that life is about making the conscious choice to be the person I want to be over and over again, even when you're tired and nobody would know if you gave up. And this has been the true value of high school, learning to take over the reins of our lives and stepping into our roles as adults. Standing on the stage today, it is up to us to decide our future for ourselves. Let us never forget that we have the agency to be whoever we want to be, that our minds are our own and we can shape them however we please. We are fortunate to have the freedom to choose from so many different paths in life, like becoming a painter in Paris, or a scientist in Germany, or an entrepreneur in Los Angeles. We have yet to experience all of our favorite cities, or try our favorite foods. We haven't met all of the people who are going to love us. We haven't even had all of our best days yet. In high school, we were faced with so many little moments, like whether to turn in for the night or push through a couple more pages of bio notes. The decisions in these mundane moments taught us how to have positive mindsets towards others, towards work, and towards ourselves. Through every interaction with our friends, from hanging out in KBEV to pep rallies in the swim gym, to lunch on the third floor patio, we've been given ample opportunities to learn how to treat others with kindness and respect. With hours upon hours of practice, we learned how to stay disciplined with our schoolwork. And finally, we learned how to treat ourselves. We realized that we are our own most valuable friends, and we learned how to treat ourselves with the same kindness and understanding that we'd extend to our closest friends. We learned these lessons in the tiny fishbowls of our classrooms, and now we're being released into the ocean. While it may sound daunting to be released into the shark-filled tempest of a sea, we are not alone. We carry the people we love with us in our mannerisms and personalities. We've picked up quirks from our best friends, adopted Starbucks orders from people we no longer talk to, and still say phrases that an old classmate used to love. We are a mosaic of all the people we've loved, and we carry little pieces of them with us as we march into the unknown. In the same way, the best parts of Beverly will always stay with us, as its rowdy classes, hallway conversations, and sports matches have become a part of the glittering mosaic of our lives. As we carry these cherished memories and experiences with us into the future, let us also remember that we have the power to create lasting impact on those we encounter. Just as others become a part of our mosaic, we become a part of theirs. Therefore, let us strive to leave a positive imprint on the world and on the people we meet. Hand out pieces of your heart, and with every interaction, be mindful of how you will leave indelible marks on people. Give people your smile, or your kindness, or your wittiness, so that even when you're gone, the world will still hold on to pieces of you. Create a beautiful world by amplifying the most beautiful parts of yourself in others. So, my fellow graduates, let us go forth with courage and conviction and create something beautiful. Let us seize the opportunities that lie ahead and become whoever we want to be. Class of 2023, let's do this! Thank you.
Thank you so much, Alex. It looks like our amazing madrigals are making their way over to join their choir, at which point we are going to have a performance under the direction of Mr. Ethan Smith of I'd Like to Teach the World to Sing. Thank you so much to our madrigal singers and to Mr. Smith. Our final student speaker from the class of 2023, I am very happy to announce now, is Colby Gilardian.
Dear fellow graduates, faculty, parents, and guests, as I stand here today, looking out at all of you, I'm filled with so many emotions. I'm grateful for the opportunity to speak to you all, and I'm humbled by the responsibility that comes with it. As I reflect on our years in high school, I realize how much I have matured and evolved. When I first walked through these halls, I was a timid and unsure freshman, trying to find my place in the world. In these past 4 years, we've been exposed to new experiences, met new people, and learned new things that helped us become the people we are today. We discovered our passions, our strengths, and our weaknesses, and learned to embrace them all. It is important to reflect on how our experiences have shaped us. This past April, I was lucky enough to be one of the 2 students from our school to attend the March of the Living. In the 1 week I spent in Poland, expanding my knowledge about the Holocaust, honoring the pure heroism of the Jews who stood before me, and commemorating those who were brave enough to stand up against the hate, I changed. This humbling experience reminded me of the importance of standing up against hatred and bigotry and the immense value of human life. This experience shifted my perspective on the world and the role that I can play in making it a better place. By staying true to our values and working to make a positive impact, we can all be agents of change in a world that sorely needs it. While I know not everyone who sits before me is Jewish, as we move on to the next chapter of our lives, we can all take inspiration from the Jewish concept of tikkun olam, or repair of the world. Each of us has been given a unique set of talents and abilities that we can use to make a positive impact on the world. Whether it's through our chosen careers, volunteer work, or other means, we have the power to create positive change and make the world a better place. Let us remember the importance of giving back and using our skills and experiences to help others. By embodying the principles of tikkun olam, we can leave a lasting impact on the world and create a brighter future for generations to come. As we say goodbye to high school and move forward into the next chapter of our lives, I encourage all of us to remember the words of Janet Fitch. You've got to let go of who you were to become who you will be. Let us embrace the opportunities that lie ahead, stay true to ourselves, and never stop growing and evolving. I want to take a moment to thank our teachers, administrators, and staff members who have supported us through our high school journey. You have challenged us, encouraged us, and believed in us, even when we didn't believe in ourselves. You have shown us what it means to be passionate, dedicated, and compassionate, and we will carry those lessons with us wherever we go. I would also like to thank our parents and families who have supported us unconditionally and have stood by our side through every triumph and every setback. You have taught us the value of hard work, perseverance, and love, and we are forever grateful for everything you have done for us. Most importantly, to my fellow graduates, congratulations! We did it. We have so much to be proud of. We have formed lifelong friendships, discovered our passions, and overcome countless obstacles along the way. We are capable of achieving greatness, and I have no doubt that we will do just that. As we move forward into this next chapter, remember to take risks, embrace change, and learn to let go of who you once were in order to become the person you are meant to be. Congratulations to the class of 2023, and best of luck in all of your future endeavors. Thank you. Next, we have remarks from our co-principals, beginning with Ms. Kim Decatrell.
So as you just heard, this year's graduation theme is, you've got to let go of who you were to become who you will be. Where did this quote come from? Who would say this? Why would someone say, you've got to let go of who you were to become who you will be? Well, I was excited to learn that it was from author Janet Fitch, as Chloe just told us. Janet Fitch, who is that? She wrote the book, White Oleander. How many of you have heard of White Oleander? Oh, a few hands. mostly from the parents. Well, I read this book in high school and absolutely adored it at the time, and I still love it. Now I'm thrilled to share with you what it meant to me then. Miss Fitch was speaking about the novel's main character, Astrid Magnusson. Astrid was someone I could relate to because she was also a young woman establishing her sense of self through a process of overcoming singular challenges and facing unpredictable unknowns. She, like all of you, on this graduation day, found herself facing momentous change. Circumstances dictated that she find her own path by repeatedly letting go of who she was to become who she needed to be in order to survive and thrive. White Oleander was quite the sensation in 1999, being an Oprah's Book Club pick and a national bestseller. They even turned it into a movie in 2002. But why would a young adult novel become so popular across the nation and across the world, with adults and teenagers alike? And why is it that 21 years later, longer than all of our graduates have been alive, it still warrants streaming real estate on both Amazon Prime and Apple TV? It's because no matter who we are, how old we are, or what our walk of life happens to be, the art of reinventing ourselves is a universal inevitability. We all move through life meeting new experiences, each with its own set of rules and lessons to be learned. Ultimately, the process of becoming who we will be is a lifelong journey, and one that requires a willingness to both embrace change and let go of the past. By doing so, we can unlock potential within ourselves and create more fulfilling and meaningful lives. So at this pivotal moment, graduates, as you let go of who you were while here at Beverly Hills High School, let go with confidence. Know that the core of who you are is ready to turn toward your next opportunities for reinvention. Trust your ability to adapt and know that change can lead to exciting and fulfilling personal transformation. Cherish who you have been these 4 years, but also bravely and boldly lean into what will certainly be a future made up of ever accelerating change. Welcome the unknown, the unfamiliar, the uncomfortable, and the new, because doing so is how you'll forge the person you want to become. Congratulations, class of 2023. Go into the world and do well, but more importantly, go into the world and do good. Thank you. Next, I'd like to welcome Mr. Stewart to the podium.
Thank you, Ms. Decatrell. Right now, you, the class of 2023, are spending your final few minutes as high school students, counting down. This is a moment in your life that is very likely equal parts excited, nostalgic, optimistic, and maybe even a little bit scary. And that's okay. That's normal. We've all been there. And the secret that I'm glad I get to share with you today is that the best really is yet to come. When considering this year's theme, I couldn't help but acknowledge that it had more than a little resonance for me as I thought back to my own high school graduation and what feels like the millennia that have passed between now and then. You've got to let go of who you were to become who you will be. It sounds like a challenge, as if you are required to turn your back on who and what you have been your entire life to this point in order to become the real you. But it's not that simple. When I was sitting, much like you all are now, at my own high school graduation, I knew a few things about myself and that these things would never change. The first and most important one is that I hate speaking in public. Yet here I am. Also, high school's kind of lame, and I'm not going to waste any more of my time in one. And yet, this is the career that I've chosen, and I love every second of it. And third, and I cannot overstate this enough, man, do I have a great head of hair. Well, guess what, folks? Things change. The world around us changes. Our people change. Our circumstances change. We change. Or maybe it's more apt to say that we evolve. We don't have to leave behind everything that we have ever been or stood for, but we do need to grow into our new experiences. We open our mind to new challenges and adventures and people, to relationships and opportunities. We have to allow ourselves to be open to growing into our new and ever better self. Appreciate who you are, but be excited about who you will become. You are all going on to bigger things, intimidating things, more thrilling and rewarding things. But it doesn't mean that you forget what made you who you are today. The things that really matter, they will persist. Last summer, I was fortunate to travel to the country of Cyprus in the Mediterranean to be by my dear friend's side at his wedding. Outside in a suit in 110 degrees and 100% humidity, it was not pretty. But there I was. And this is a man who for 2 decades had lived across the country in Washington, D.C., while I lived here in Southern California. But he was also a man who I met when we were just teenagers and freshmen in high school together. And there we were 11,500 miles away from where we sat together at our graduation day to be standing beside one another for the most important day of his life. Even though much of who I was in high school I've let go of to become who I am today, the most important parts and people are still with me now. Take these pieces, the very best ones, of who you are today and carry them with you into your future. But also remember, be brave and be ready for the new and sometimes scary, sometimes exciting things that will make up the you that is still to come. Class of 2023, congratulations. If I could have Mr. Margot and Ms. Decatrell join me. Mr. Margot, as co-principals of Beverly Hills High School, we would like to confirm that the students seated before you have completed the requirements as set forth by the Beverly Hills Unified School District and the state of California.
And it is our recommendation that today they are awarded their high school diplomas.
Ms. Decatrell and Mr. Stewart, I, Noah Margot, President of the Beverly Hills Board of Education, and on behalf of the Board of Education, do hereby accept your recommendation to grant diplomas to the Beverly Hills class of 2023.
Thank you, Mr. Margot. Now we will commence the roll call of graduates by our teachers, Michael Fetterman, Josh Glass, Aaron Roberts, Jose Sanchez, and Pete Van Rossum, and our counselor, Janice Hart. Dr. Bragi and members of the Board of Education will be awarding diplomas.
This side first? Ready? Drew.
Sean Mamontov.
Ashkan Abbasi.
Rachel Coley.
Nicholas Ottacino.
Isabella Painter.
Cameron Asher. Nader Almajar.
Olivia Green.
Ethan Aaron. Alyssa Galen.
Jonathan Golian Mugdahan.
Charles McDermott.
Camille Alati. Ari Joseph Goldberg. Isaiah Onbruce.
Yeah, we'll bring them up.
Maxim Gerstein.
Eli Ashuri.
They're going to take it here, and then if you just come up.
Emily Kiyomi Gorin.
Swat Seema Arslan.
Sydney Jeanette Gasmer.
Dia Aganova.
Ariella Zimra Yusefia.
Ethan Artel. Matthew Marion.
Leah Bahar.
Adam Masio.
Shiley Beta.
Joshua Eliyahu.
Sophia Barukim.
Wait your turn, okay?
James Saul. Lila Brukim.
Brian Babai.
Emma Belgraf.
Ari Normand.
Yair Balhane. Aiden Hamid. Pasha Babazadeh.
Nathan Yeshuafar.
Evan Barron.
Taekyung Kang.
Connor Benefard.
David Spitz. Misha Benamu.
Lauren Liu.
Asher Ben Solomon.
Marquise Ellis.
Evan Babazadeh.
Andrew Connor Lee. Mendy Benaim.
Alexa Koreshik.
So easy.
Nikki Barami.
Saba Taheri.
Nikki Bennett. Seyun Kim. Nava Boniadi.
Rebecca Katz.
Noah Benji.
Jory Kanan.
Bryce Bro. Mika Moawad. Jirayu Boasing.
Luca Maida.
Jack Berry.
Francis Mateo Molina.
Riley Rose Berstock.
Dana Maradi.
Jacqueline Cohen.
Iana Couture.
Nana Mejia.
Loomis Reagan Codrington.
Maximilian Miller.
Malik McCall.
Natalia Trojinska.
Trey Munyaradzi.
Noah Cohen.
Sophia Maurer.
Jameson Caruso. Mackenzie Mendelson Bass.
Emma Corzo.
Natasha McGrefte.
Lucas Cornier.
Cynthia Sitlali Molina Martinez.
Ori Cohen Robb.
Benjamin Moadel.
Jennifer Cohen.
Givi Michadli Shvili.
Dylan Gonzalez. Sophia Mitrovic. Katrina Chong.
Ilan Nisan Nikfarjam.
Joshua Citrin.
James Nation.
Akira Carey.
Sasha Noel.
Daniel Diner.
Eleanor Noble.
Michael Cohen.
Elton Neiman.
Bill Ding.
London Neiman.
Sadie Diner.
Nagin Michelle Nixafat.
Natalia Fories.
Kayla Nowfall.
Truls Eklund.
Molly Nicholson.
Gabriel Delgado.
Kyle Niharayan.
Daniel Irwin.
Rena Nasirzadeh.
El Zubak.
Ariane Naim.
Olivia DeFrank.
Max Aller.
Brandon Ezrawi.
Matthew Amrani.
Jacqueline Ibrahimin.
Moira Pere Odulio.
Ethan Ferd.
Maria Ostapenko.
Jaron Fetterman.
Mika Pomerantz.
Michael Fazeju.
Carolina Paderno.
Maximilian Farladonsky.
Nyla Paniker.
Gregory Forston.
Sienna Pereira.
Orad Gadabari.
Keon Porto.
Brandon Gaboy.
Rose Parnia.
Gabriel Fimbres.
Chloe Paykar.
Scarlett Fu.
Joshua Park.
Devin Ellis.
Jaden Park.
Maxine Faruzan.
Kian Paya.
Matthew Asher Goldner.
Jake Peck.
Daniel Farr.
Nellian Robertson.
Ryan Golian.
Adrianelle Robertson.
Matthew Gabayan.
Lily Reyes.
Jonas Gajkovic.
Ali Reza Rabari.
Andrew Galen.
Patrick Roma.
Jadiel Gomez Andino.
Jaden Rost.
Nikki Golchian.
Diva Ravalian.
Andia Garjulo.
Ariella Rugendorf.
Om Goparula.
Aisha Razak.
Angel Guza.
Raha Ramani.
Natalie Gold.
Maya Rendon.
Georgina Glaive.
Taylor Rubin.
Francesca Glaive.
Blake Riley.
Karen Emma Galas.
Chaz Ruggiero.
Clarine Eldib.
Ethan Raban.
Ariana. Hello? Oh. Ariana Golins.
Joey Simon.
Charlene Golbahari.
Cole Summers.
Elliot Hopshine.
Hannah Soleimani.
China Henderson.
Ava Spina.
Angelina Hagler.
Taylor Sufarian.
Skylar Rain Hodis.
Grace Suomi.
Eric Hahn.
Valentina Steele.
Rowan Horowitz.
Connor Saul.
Margaret Huynh.
Jeremy Sagizade.
Noel. Hello. Noor Huriani.
Philip Romanov.
Eden Hatanian.
Benjamin Santaella.
Sarah Horfar.
Rodney Sinehi.
Danielle Hollander.
Sophia Stan.
Joshua Hollander.
Ophir Riskovich.
Mateo Andrés Honrado.
Leora Rochelle.
Johnny Helu.
Maya Rossman.
Hannah Haruni.
Caden Showhead.
Rebecca Hopshang.
Nathan Rafalian.
Natasha Jadidolahi.
Michael Stan.
Dylan Johan Biglu.
Dylan Tazabgar.
Taisa Jodvitsad.
David Samuha.
Negan Kian Mahesh.
Royden Sabar.
Lucian Jenkins.
Alexis Silverstein.
Alp Kuchubadarcha.
Shayna Saparzadeh.
Natan Keenan.
Tolga Turek.
Jonah Kashani.
Max Siemens.
Mani Kamel.
Carlos Toledo.
Your prom king, Peter Lloyd.
Nicholas Toledo.
Ethan Khalili.
Mr. Matthew Tehrani.
Misha Mann.
Carson Taylor.
Kayla Cohen Hediud.
Chloe Kate Trong.
Eugenia Lee.
Berkey Uguz.
Charlie Masjetti.
Fungying Wong.
Tandis Mayer.
Ethan Valencia.
Andrew Kim.
Neil Verma.
Jacob Lindemann.
Sebastian Wilson.
Lola Eustace.
Raju Wolf.
Kaylee Lauren Lahijani.
Catalina Vallejo.
Ariella Landau. No, there's one more, I think. Miles Cutler.
Dana Yalinetsky.
Jasmine Vahabzadeh.
Andres Lima.
Dylan Jean Van Rossum.
Eric Lee.
Sadie Ware.
Avery Lowe.
Charlotte Walker.
Catherine Lee.
Thank you.
Lindsay Wooster.
Darlie Lopez.
Abigail Wolf.
Jasmine Conquet.
Jasad Isagire.
Tara Khosravani.
Nathan Yaffe.
Olivia Lawner.
Chloe Simon.
Justice Lucas Doyle.
Leori Usion.
Kia Kawashbin.
Liel Yosion.
Matthew Larian.
Brian Yeshua.
Michael Larian.
Edward Zamora.
Karen Lipschitz.
Julia Zahori.
Daniela Lapidus.
Nicholas Zinberg.
Sophia Calipari.
Zachary Zenner.
Isaac Lee.
Kiara Zarabi.
Alex Bodden.
Shaya Zenati.
Ashley Jurabchi.
Eva Zacharias.
Chloe Negan Tali Suferan.
Alexandra Bakshian.
Amelia Teschner.
All right, for our final remarks, I would like to welcome Amelia back to this podium.
Every spring since Beverly Hills High School was founded in 1927, some of the country's finest minds have climbed these hills and gone on to achieve amazing accomplishments. They have made us all very proud, and they continue to contribute to the Beverly family, a community of tremendous support and camaraderie. We will always share this bond, no matter where our lives lead us. Each of us will always honor, respect, and remember our Beverly family with pride. The future is ours to achieve distinction and excellence in whatever we pursue. You've got to let go of who you were to become who you will be.
Okay, thank you so much, Amelia. It is now that time, everybody. Class of 2023, be ready. Graduates, please stand. Stretch it out, I like that, good. All right. I now invite you to move your tassel from right to left, signifying the transition from your past into your future. I give you Beverly Hills High School Class of 2023. Congratulations. Graduates, go find your families for pictures.
Yes, ma'am. Whatever you say, ma'am. Hey.
It is perfect. That's a nice picture. From Trade Places, that's your purse. That's a nice picture.
No, round two, we still have that alumni thing.
Thank you, Sandy. Yes, it matches your hair. Turn it in because they charge you for it.
Thank you so much. I appreciate
Wait, are we all doing this?
it. Left my paper up here.
Oh, baby! How are you?
If I were, make sure this mic ain't hot. I was gonna say. I don't want to sit by the mic.
Oh, do this, do that.
Yes. Do it my way. Where is the 2020 one? Is it here?
Yes, right here.
Half an hour? Okay.
What time it starts?
11. Is it 11 or 11:30? Let me look at my calendar.
It's 11:30.
It's 11:30, Matt. Yep. I don't know.
Head back. I'm just waiting for the
vacation. You get time off. Yes. What are we doing? What are we doing for an hour, Dustin? You going back?